Meet the Meat cover. Now, I'm so unexcited about Mira Margulis, right? I don't particularly like her. I thought she was nursing in Blackadder. Turns out she was just in Blackadder 2, or Blackadder 1, I should say, playing, I think it's the I don't know, some foreign duchess. I think the special effects of Meet the Beat are going to be off the charts awesome, right? I am very excited that this comic strip from my childhood is coming to life, right? I do think it's going to be off the charts. I think these episodes are going to be like super fun, frankly. And given that Disney is about to be taken over by this guy who's not conservative, just wants it to be a profitable company, all the woke shit's going. I think maybe look, we might get a few chicks and dicks for the next for the specials in season 14. I think it's going to be subtly pulled back on. By the time we get to season 15, I think this fad is about to go bye because they can't support it anymore. I hear, by the way, that Star Trek Prodigies aren't going to be on Netflix. I might now it's easy to watch. I might give it a go. I saw the first couple of episodes. I thought it was actually quite good. Unleash the Beast, behind the scenes of Doctor Who Unleashed. Oh, maybe we'll look at that a bit. Meet the Beep by who's the Jason Quinn editor? Is that him? Jason, mate. Jason. I hope. Look, if that's you, I don't know. Maybe you want to, like, you know, look, good. It's like the Enterprise people had their own, you know, things they did. Good for them. I tell you, I'm finding Sarah Sutton way hotter now after nearly finishing. Terminus. Chris Bentley, Simon Guria, and Molly Marsh. Molly Marsh is a writer, comedian, and a host of Galactic Yo-Yo, a podcast on which she's interviewed 100 more Doctor Who fans. Is it good, you think? I don't know. See the thing, when I see a female writer, comedian, I go, oh, they're probably shit. They're probably gay, as well, right? And that's kind of like, you know, the way it always goes. So we're not running about Doctor Who, she covers music culture and LGBT issues. Okay. In August this year, she debuted her first hour stand-up comedy, Not Like Other Girls. Darling, you are identical to the other girls. Oh my god, identical. Who's the new director? Okay, who's new director? Let's have a look. Who's directing? We have two new directors are working with the 15th Doctor, played by Ncuti Gatwa, have been announced. You got Alex Pillai below. He looks very happy with himself. I think it's a good gig. I can see why. He's the director of Block 1 of the second season of Ncuti, while Peter Hall is director of Block 2. Well, that all makes sense. So excited, blah, blah, blah. So Alex's first memory is the Yetis from The Abominable Snowman, and Peter can't remember. I think we've interviewed him before, haven't we? Return of the Toy Maker. Yeah, they officially announced this is a Toy Maker. And also Doctor Who Unleashed. It's cool. It's youth. See? Oh, we're actually going to hear the new theme tune very soon. Right? To mark the 6th anniversary of Doctor Who, Joe Wiley is present. So this is on Sunday, right? So I hear it's like kind of like they had a bit of a leak online. It's kind of like a supercharged Doctor Who with all the Murray Gold bits kind of wedged together, right? That's what it feels like. They keep wheeling out Chris Chibnall to all these things. And he's like, but everybody hates me. Yeah, we do, but we need to legitimize you for the 6th anniversary. Speaking of which, the back catalogue of Doctor Who has been made available on BBC iPlayer. Not Disney Plus, apparently. So I don't know what we're getting on Disney Plus, right? Doctor Who's executive producer Phil Gordon says this has been a long time. This has been a long time in the planning, I believe it, and we're excited. At last, the back catalogue of Doctor Who on one site. The entire production team had a Zoom on which the iPlayer team unveiled their plans, and we were gasping. Oh yeah, add some more in, baby. Mid Zoom, I texted Russell say, imagine being 8 years old and seeing this. Imagine you could hop from master to Missy to master, from the first Dalek story to last, every design assignment, robots to from Chumbliss to K9 to Professor Ketwell's creation, and those blue skin ones from on Carful. What are those blue skin ones on Carful? Oh right. We're talking about Time Lash. Yes, Borad. Oh god, they were awful. They were epically awful. Yes, Borad. They were more. Yeah, I guess blue's fair enough. What a feast! And the fact there's so much work putting in and submitting and audio descriptions. Oh right, they got to do all that. I guess for Disney Plus you can't do all this stuff because you got to have everything they release. They got to have subtitles for every region they have. So man, it's a lot more work. Doctor is for everyone, and we want to have fun with this enormous back catalogue. Their plans are to make the whole thing even more alive and accessible. Plans you should be hearing very soon. Well, again, I think we'll hear them later. So the concert in Doctor Who Unleashed. Fine, that was the news of late. Redacted. Fuck off. Go moments in time. What is all this? Music. Also, you got more incidental music. Time in the Rani. Okay, and Revenge of the Cybermen. I don't know. If you're into that stuff, I kind of get it. What's this? Perry Goodbold. What's this? A very special publication from the makers of Doctor Who magazine, the biggest single issue the mag has ever released, will be released later this month in celebration of the 6th anniversary year. 60 Moments in Time and Space, a deluxe limited edition 224 page bookazine which explores Doctor Who's impact and its fan in the culture, edited by Marcus and designed by Perry Godbold, I should say. I think it's Godbold, wasn't it? I think it's Godbold, who previously collaborated on the 50th anniversary book Doctor Who: The Vault. That was good. I got that. This is but looks like a pain. Oh no, it's in a slipcase. It's not a weird shape. The bookazine will come packaged in an exclusive slipcase and will be available to order from Panini.com. Effectively, they're £20. Well, not much more expensive than this thing. And the art of the audio. Oh God, this £40. Okay, I don't get this at all. I don't get it at all. Whatever. And look, this is good, right? But I'm not paying to look at this. Fuck's that, really? And also, I don't like really how they blended the back of this cloak. They should have had it. I don't know. There's more you could have done with this. But yeah, this is once the Doctor shows up, this has started to be quite good. I'm quite into it. Galactic Forum, people have their say. Dark Dimension I never found really funny. Look at these mouths. Frick, these are awesome. 6 Doctor Mel, customs made by Mr. Shu. It's a nice bit of artwork. That's not bad. There we go. That was the weirdest outfit she wore when she was on with Seth McCoy. Like, it looked like some weird Draconian Empire like thing. Bit of that's not a bad painting either. Doctor Memory Wipe. What else you got? Oh, that's good too. I like this guy. So Ken Hauser. Oh, these are different people, but I like the Ken Hauser one. Never like that. The Capaldi Sonic Screwdriver. Never a big fan. Never on Storyline will come back and look at it. This is what's that in plastic? That looks very cool. Looks a bit of 3D printing. Oh, they're reenacting bits from this current storyline, I guess. Is that Jodie in the background? There you go. Oh, WhoTube. Let's have a look. See what they had. New trailer of 6th anniversary. Yeah, we looked at that. Fan-made animation seen from the Space Pirates. Oh, I think I'd have to look at that. It's not bad. This was excellent. The second Doctor regenerates. Telesats from the missing episodes that are brought convincing us to life. I haven't seen that. If I click this, does it take me to it? Oh, look at that! Oh, I like that. That's freaky. So it's not long, is it, before it's not long before this is always the way to go. So that's a good look at this. Somebody sent me this as well. It was pretty good. This is the technology is just really incredible. This things they can do. So what's this over here? Voyage of the Damned guest star Kylie Minogue's video for a new track Tension. That's a control room. Looks very familiar. Let's have a look. It's very TARDIS-y, isn't it? Right? It's very TARDIS-y. But just give somebody a thumbs up. There you go. In fact, I kind of like this as a TARDIS. This would be good Master TARDIS, wouldn't it? Or Missy TARDIS. I'm saying Missy TARDIS because Kylie's wearing heels in this. And, yeah, looks quite good. Do we see much? Do we get to see much more of this? This thing has a very Doctor Who-y feel. We can't sound also doing copyright doinked. It's more like a Dalek control room. I like that control room. Okay, fine. We did that. Well, we'll look at the letter of showrunner soon, maybe. Like, is this down to one page at last? This boring production diary? God, it's turgid. It's turgidly dull. It's relentlessly turgidly dull. Time space visualizer, people and other things. What we got? Matt Smith is to play Dr. Stockman in Enemy of the People at the Duke of York. Yeah, man, it must be. Oh God, Jinx Monsoon. God help us. Oh man, I just wish people weren't so super excited about. Oh, Jinx, for God's sake, it's a very fringe form of entertainment drag, right? Whatever. Writer Stephen Moffat and director Mark at the Unfriend returns from to London. The Window Theatre, Francis Barber and Lee Mack are amongst the cast. Okay. Who's playing the Francis Barber, Lee Mack, and Sarah Alexander? So it's not the first cast, right? Jeffrey Groff, he hasn't been in it yet. Calm down. Alison Me, Yasmin Finney. Sir and Joe Martin. I'm waiting to see a name I give a shit about. Jenna Coleman. Okay, I don't really give a shit about Jenna Coleman, but you know what? It's the closest one so far, right? She's a pretty star-spangling career. Stars in the psychological drama Wilderness, currently available on Amazon Prime, having started 15th of September. Okay, don't really care. Claire Rushbrook is amongst the cast. Sacha Dhawan leads the cast of Vidri, the new 6-part direct series on BBC based on the A.H. Dahan's best-selling crime novel. I think there was a bunch of people in that. That looked like it's quite good. That's what I'm thinking of, right? I can't really remember. Right? Fine. Playing Harry Verdi, a policeman disowned by his family from marrying a Muslim. He's a Sikh marrying a Muslim. Personal life declares Verdi must hunt down a killer from the Asian community. Blimey. Okay, not hard to see how that was. Oh, look, it's Yasmin. It's not Yasmin. It's Shruti Gatwa. Dress fruity again, as always. Okay, Shruti. Oh, look, paper clips, ears. You wear makeup. Yeah. Yeah, don't see that often, do you? Oh, look, Matt Smith looks like a bloke. It's going to be in the audio David Copperfield. Okay, don't really care. Jesse Buckley, don't know, and Dan Stark. I don't care about any of this stuff. Matt Smith's going to be seeing the new face, and okay, basically he's wearing clothes. Miriam Margulis couldn't care less. So this was this day in 1979. Okay, yes, we had this month. You had oh, good Doctor Who. Blimey, no wonder I'm such a Doctor Who fan. So Talons of Wen Chiang and Revenge of the Cybermen. I believe it is. I believe it is. Fine. Meet the Beep. This November, Miriam Margulis will make her debut as a voice debuting, voicing Doctor Who's magazine very own Beep the Meep. About she talks to Emily. So okay, I'm vaguely interested, but like this seems like a voice of a backup character. Like, who gives a shit? But like, okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. That's where she was in Blackadder. The Spanish Queen in what's the name again? Infanta. Okay, whatever. And oh look, there she is having a bit part in Harry Potter. Did she even have any lines? 10 pages of stuff. We got one. We got her picture. So, but what was of actual story? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still going. Still going. Oh, it finished, and then with some Alan coming. Hi, we're gay people, and we've been in sci-fi shit. And we're gay. Really? Nobody even mentions that anymore. Right? Fine. Go away. Leave me alone. Oh, Sylvester McCoy was in a thing with Miriam Gouris. Again, don't really care. But the man, that was a real page 2, 4, 6 pages. 5 of actual text. So what's this? This was actually quite interesting. Everything from comics to novels, audio dramas, and even video games. They've all been bad. They've all been bad. Well, what about those times when the inspiration has gone the other way? Molly Marsh investigates. I will read this over Sabbath, right, and let you know if it's worth going over. It looks actually kind of an interesting column. Hey, Molly Marsh, I will give you a try. She cried. Jigger, jigger. Oh, Fraser, how long is this? Read by Fraser when Nick brings it as Daleks. Okay, so fine. How do I get this? It's I can only get it through Audible. What's it? Let's go to amazon.co.uk. Amazon.co.uk. Doctor Who, the evil of the Daleks. Book on tape. Audio book. Where'd it go? Audio book. Okay. Tell me more. How long is this? Audio, let's say audio CD. Fine. So it's 30, 30, but tell me more about the product. Because this is even of the Daleks from the perspective of Jamie, which I found quite interesting. But how long is it? Give me really audiobook. Okay, we'll go back to that then. But tell me more about it. I really need to. I don't want to start my trial. Okay, I just want to find out about this. It's coming out on the 26th. Will the world still be here by then? Like, how many discs is it? I mean, that's really... how long is it then? 7 hours. Okay. Yeah, I'm never going to get through. Maybe I would. I don't know. It might be worth starting it. It's worth buying Audible for a month to get that as a credit, like $10. So, there you go. Finally, 7 hours, 17 minutes. I might get that, right? I might get that. I bet it's a good production. Maybe a good prediction too. Memory worm, she cried. The worm deletes your pass and it's loose. Alison McGowan continues the test with contributors. Okay, you ask people this story. You ask people who've been in Doctor Who or watched Doctor Who things about Doctor Who, and they and sometimes they get them right. First time they got them right. 1, 2, 3 out of 7. No, 6 out of 10 times. That's not so bad. This, if you haven't got these, this is actually probably quite a good buy. This is in black and white. Greatest Doctor Who comics of all time. The Fourth Doctor anthology. I mean, look, yeah. This is a nice set. 300 pages. This is a recommend. I mean, just on the stories. Do you have the backup strips as well? I don't know. Oh, look at that a bit. I love you can just see it over here. Mike McHon, who known for Jazz Dread. I got a Mike McHon Jazz Dread in the other room. But I like his Slane work. I like Mike McHon, but this is his Cyberman. It was a kind of a cross between 10th Planet, World Enough in Time, and just saw somebody said that Jinx is the master. Frequently, Jinx is the master. That's what happens when you throw the rule book out the window. Again, it kind of worked with Missy. What? It's asking me for the password, but it knows that I'm already connected. Look, 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. So I'm connected anyway. Okay, fine. Share screen. Doink. Fine. So the new behind the scenes show. Like, I don't know. It seems. I'm looking. I like Doctor Who Confidential, which apparently is going to be on. I wonder if we're going to get it on Disney. Bet we're not. But there seems to be like how many pages? 4 pages. Going over it. I don't know. Then we got Dave Gibbons and Pat Mills. They got to go down to the to shooting, and they talk about the Star Beast. Yeah, that's a great cover. It really is a very good cover. Wait. Doink. And look, everything I've seen so far, it's been very very accurate. Although, look, the difference between the comic book and reality. But again, what's more real, the chick with the dick or the fuzzy? I'm a chick with a dick. Well, hey, nothing can go wrong now. I'm a chick with a dick. I'm a furry, but I'm a lesbian as well. A fat lesbian. I'm a chick with a dick of color. Yeah, listen, I think this I mean, it must be great being Dave Gibbons, seeing your work like lovingly brought to life and you earning nothing from it because Alan Moore's connected to it. Yeah, I think we might do a go over that article on the screen, right? That sounds like a good plan, right? That sounds like a good plan to me. Fine. So what's this? Matt Nathan is VXX editor on the forthcoming series of forthcoming episodes, forthcoming special episodes of Doctor Who. He tells Story what he does. I find these articles like just turgid page fillers, right? Okay, he's some kind of like geeky pixel monkey. Okay, fine. I mean, look, hi, I'm a geeky pixel monkey. We know We know. I worked on Matilda and the Swimmers. Well, there you go. Excellent. And look, the effects work seem excellent, right? Absolutely. Nothing in the world can stop me now. What is this? The animated reconstruction of underwater mess, which actually looks like it's a bit shit to me. I'm buying it, but I know it's going to be superseded really damn quickly. So now this is about the guy who played the villain. God, don't give a shit. Leave me alone. Noble intention, return of the king. Yes, Jacqueline King. So more set interviews, essentially. And look, Jacqueline King, excellent, right? She was excellent in it before, but okay, fine, no problem. Stasis Cube, Google's. Oh, there you go. Fine. So yeah, this is the new costume scenes. Okay, this has always been one of my all-time favorite special effects from the Rusty Davies era, when you got to see the more of the interior of the TARDIS, right? I actually like this one a lot, right? I like it way too much. Why do you have some Dalek walls over here? That is weird. I don't know. Listen. Sometimes one brain is not enough to answer these insoluble questions. You need a second one. So normally when I look for a second brain, I try and find one not from a war-torn country which has gone, wait, what? They cut babies' heads off? So that's my first thing, right? And I think there will be very, very few infant decapitations in this man's realm because he is the king. Let me tell you, the king of this realm, he is the king of this realm. It's of his castle, I would say. But yeah, he also has influence over all around him because he is Birmingham's own king of the geeks. Dan Hadley, how are you doing, sir?
Hello, mate. I was going to say good evening. Is it evening or good night? Yeah, good evening. That sounds like Alfred Hitchcock, doesn't it? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, it's. I don't know what's been going on with you. I hope you're well. I hope everybody's safe.
Really? Have you not seen the news of late?
No, well, I am up on it. Yeah, up-ish. I think it changed every 24 hours, doesn't it? But I've seen your pictures today that you've been sharing, and I see you're very proud of your boy.
Dan, I don't know if you can say. My internet keeps going in and out. She cried, and he's not enjoying it at all. If I vanish, right, I'll probably be back in a second.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's good. It's good to see you, mate. I've just got back from the gym. I picked up DWM, and I'm streaming later, so all's right with the world for now. For now. Yeah. No, this is more end of day shit, mate. I mean, like, okay, but go and watch my other streams. Actually, there's a few good ones you should watch. There's one I did yesterday. I've just put out today of eviscerating Owen Jones, which is Oh, that's never not a good time, is it? To see the look on that little monkey's face when he gets his arse handed to him by any rando that he happens to try and outwit on any given afternoon. What a prick!
So that's essentially what it was. Look, they only cut the heads off Jewish. I mean, white colonizers' babies. What's the big deal, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Owen Jones.
In my view, Owen Jones is a massive twat, utter scum, and talks out of his arse constantly.
Oh God, he's wrong about everything, right?
The king of bad takes.
Yes, I agree with you. So anyway, I'm going over Doctor Who magazine. Have you opened your copy yet?
I've barely opened it. I've had a quick flick through, but I have to agree with you about that. No
wonder you didn't have time.
I have to agree with you about that special effect from the Christmas invasion of the inside of the Tennant's TARDIS. It's a crying shame we never got to see more of that on screen.
Yeah, that one really worked, right? It really, really did work. By the way, do you see they're releasing the more action figures, Deadly Assassin box set of figures?
I did see. Yeah.
I'll try and locate those to look out. But anyway, Doctor Who magazine, 60 objects, 60 years. Crawls to nearly a finale, a climax. As much as you can call it that. But yeah, I actually kind of like this. The siege mode TARDIS. Like this Flatline and what's the other one? Mummy on the Orient Express are the only two stories I really. Oh, and also I kind of like Into the Dalek. They're the three I would go back to and watch.
We have this conversation for 3 or 4 weeks. I love Series 8. I did. It's Series 9 I didn't enjoy. Yeah, it's weird.
Series 9, I don't know. Well, Series 8 had some real stinkers in it.
It's for me, those two-parters, the two-part format, just the stories that they chose to tell within it just didn't work. The one with her out of Game of Thrones didn't work.
Yeah,
Under the Lake one didn't work.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but you got like In the Forest of the Night, which is like awful. I don't. I like Capaldi's interaction with children in that, right? Yeah, that's fair. Whenever Capaldi interacts with children, that's really him at his best, right? And Kill the Moon. That's also.
I like that as well.
Until they came to the end of it, right?
Yeah, I don't know why people are so down on that. People don't rag on Talons of Wing Chiang because of the rat, do they? Leave the moon alone.
Firstly, but okay. The rat is an execution of a poor execution of a good idea, right? And I don't even think that the execution was that bad. It was a bit fluffy and cute, right? But I don't think this is a bad idea. That the moon is a giant egg. That's like is
well, in my view, it's very Stephen Moffat-y in that it's something you would find in a children's picture book. I agree. It's not something that stands up to close examination. But
this thing that everybody hates, I freaking love. Right?
I didn't like it at the time, but it has grown on me.
See, this two-parter I thought was fantastic. The what's it called again? Witch's Familiar and the Dalek one.
Oh, Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That's the one. That two-parter I really like. I hear what you're saying about the girl who died, the woman who lived, and Under the Lake. Under the Lake is actually kind of before the flood. It doesn't really make any sense, but it's kind of good, creepy Doctor Who.
I think if I went back to those stories now indiscriminately, in fact, we're talking about one later. I think if I went back to those stories in isolation, I'd probably enjoy them on their own terms, but I remember watching Series 9 and really feeling like there was something missing from the whole. I always say, mate, since Doctor Who came back, that each season of it has been more than the sum of its parts, well, up until Series 10. And all I know is that when I was watching, because you don't just watch it week after week and get all the adventures and you get swept away for 3 months, but you get what you get on the night, but you're left with something else as well, something of a whole.
Yeah, I understand.
And I feel that was missing from Series 9 for the very first time.
I mean, seriously, I think Series 9 was a bit. The problem with it was that Clara was a bit. She'd overstayed her welcome quite considerably by that point.
Yeah,
they should have had, and they built her up too much, and it was not a naturalistic. It wasn't realistic, right? Like
because mate, the character had reached a natural end. Bringing her back to do nothing. The character was treading water for the entire time.
Exactly.
She was standing around. There was nothing further to do with her, or nowhere else to take her. Right. She just stood around looking pretty, which is, on one hand,
she was very good at that. But the reason I like Series 10 is because I really like Bill Potts. I thought she was great in it. Right? A lot of people say, "Oh no!"
If it had had Bill in Series 9, it would have been so much better.
I agree, and also again, I didn't really like the whole arc of the season was a bit of a duffer. You had Girl Who Died, Woman That Lived, set up Alison, which was an okay idea, but not like they put too much resources on it. Then you had Face the Raven and Heaven Sent and Hell Bent, right? Which they made Clara too much of a main character, and
only 1.5 of those episodes actually works. I think half of Face the Raven's fantastic. The other half is complete drivel. I think Heaven Sent is really good, and Hell Bent, which I haven't watched in a long time, at the time just felt like being beaten around the head with a big book of Moffat.
Talking about the first one. The first one was very good when you first saw it. That first viewing was excellent. But I can't watch I can't watch it again. I'd keep trying. I'm bored because I know the answer to it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
But bit of Chris
Can you think of anything more 2015 than a pop vinyl? Was that the last time pop vinyls were cool?
Pop vinyls were the Herald of Doom for the geeking world. Now I like these Cybermen, man. I like these Cybermen.
Awesome stuff. Shah is a big fan of those on Type 40 Live.
Who is?
Shah.
Yeah. It's such a clever design. Just make the light smaller, and that's really it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple other bits and bobs, but okay. But yeah, look, and that's the where Doctor Who ended. No real point with next week's one. This is nearly finished. I guess I'll read it soon. I stopped reading it a couple of months ago, so I'm just bored out of my bloody mind with it. Right? But yeah, okay.
I know what you mean.
It went on too long. Fact or fiction, partner in crime. Yeah, this was supposed to be the new companion, but then Catherine Tate said she'll come back. When they're writing Penny, Penny was supposed to be the new companion, right? Yeah. And that's who they cast as Penny. But that's after Catherine Tate came back and Catherine Tate became the main character.
Yeah, Penny was probably going to be largely like Donna anyway, from what we've
exactly
from the writer's tale.
Exactly. So that's what he's talked about in the writer's tale, right? He said, I realize I'm writing Donna, and then Catherine Tate said, but we could never get Catherine Tate back, and Catherine Tate was like saying, oh, I'd love to go back and do some more, but they'll never have me back, right? And they somehow they got through that block, and they're like, okay, then you're on.
I think it was as simple as the fact that Phil Collinson was watching breakfast TV, saw Catherine Tate being interviewed, and somebody it was something as random as that, and heard her say that and jumped right on it. Yeah.
I take it you haven't heard this this audio.
No, even though this is my TARDIS team, I feel the same way as you do about this, but they've just drained all of my enthusiasm for this range.
I couldn't care less.
Don't know how to do it. Well, I do know how to do
it. It's like an old man's erection. You just massage it back to sleep. That's how I feel about most of Big Finish. It's I mean, I'm so. Although I have to tell you, I'm 3 episodes into Terminus. They're something freaking smoking hot all through Terminus.
Yeah, there's something about it.
What is it about the Fifth Doctor's era that you only find that you'll find your feet in your last story?
I don't know. I think it's the fact that she gets a bit hot. She gets very hot and sweaty, and she's dressed in lace a lot of the time. It's
right. But they get her makeup. It looks really good. Like she looks genuinely hot.
Yeah. It's a winning combination.
Yeah. It's although this was from must be from season 20, the earlier story where they had this ridiculous outfit she was wearing. What was this? Mordred Undead's outfit. It just on the Blu-ray. Behind the sofa, they just take they're all taking the piss out of her outfit every time she's on screen because it's an epically bad outfit. It might have been Snake Dance.
My favourite of her outfits, actually. My favourite of her outfits is probably the Snake Dance one, but because of all the, I like all the colour.
That's this one.
Yeah, I do like that. I wonder what they don't like about it.
Oh no, they hated it. Okay, their title is like, what on earth are you wearing? they take the piss out of it relentlessly. Just started listening to this today. It's got okay. So it starts off. You have a space captain or something, and it's a woman, obviously. I'm like, I just roll my eyes so hard. I'm so bored at that. And then you got like another kind of boring preamble scene and another boring preamble scene. But once Tim Treloar shows up and you're in with the Third Doctor, it picks up. It's quite good. But man, like Big Finish, have a male captain one time. It's okay. Women will be fine, right?
Yeah, it's a good job, Tim Treloar. Well, just like Michael Troughton and Stephen Noonan, they've picked the right guys to fill those roles, and even if the stories are somewhat, if there's something lacking somewhere, or if there's something that breaks the spell, such as you're describing, those 3 guys, and come to think of it, and Daisy and Lauren and the various people they've got in there.
It's funny, isn't it?
Can help put it through.
the recast Doctor Who is more authentically Doctor Who than the original cast Doctor Who. It's Doctor Who. Yeah, we talked about these last time.
I haven't been able to get these figures at all. No chance.
I haven't even tried. I couldn't care less.
I wanted the Herndor one, but I've no idea where to find him.
I'll get it on its own, but I don't want this Dalek with it. It's how much is it? Let me see.
Well, you're right. It's 20 quid because there's two of them. In fact, it may be 25 quid.
Exactly. It's just a rip, and that's why they put the TARDIS with Colin. Yeah. Like, leave me alone. I'm not interested. Like, I've never even seen anybody interested enough to do a custom of this. It's like everyone's like, what? I get it.
Mate, there were so few photos of that costume. In fact, there still are so few photos. I didn't actually see it until about 4 years ago.
I know. First time I saw it was there. Right? I hadn't seen it before. These books are incredibly, incredibly uninteresting to me.
Yeah, it's yeah, they've got this wrong.
Like so much.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Doctor Who, I think of Tasha Suri. Like what? I don't even know what doctor that's supposed to be. It looks like Turlo. It could be Capaldi, I guess.
I think that's meant to be Capaldi. It's got 1970s on it.
I
was quite into these when they first announced them. I thought the idea of having a book range set in the decades was quite good, and I think the covers are okay, but it doesn't look like a Doctor Who book. I don't recognise any of these writers
exactly,
and I'd forgotten that this range was even happening until
until you put it on screen. You think?
Probably, yeah.
That looks nothing like her. That looks like Leela. Yeah, this looks like it's shit. Yeah, 1 second. The Angel of, does it say this? Where is it? Weeping Angel in a different Weeping Angel is different. One can see so much more than it. I don't care. And you go, I don't recognize any of these names exactly. Jacqueline Rayner.
Yeah, they've got her to kick it off because she's dependable.
Right, and she understands it and knows what she's doing. Fine. They got what's the name? Karen Ford in this month's Once and Future finale. So the last disc of it was not very good. Silas Carson, don't really care. Oh, is this what he looks like when he's not an ood?
Looks like it.
I wonder which one he is.
He's the tall. He's the in that picture, it's the tall guy, isn't he, in the suit? Plays the Jedi guy, does he?
Yeah, I did not know.
He's very unusual looking man.
Oh, there he is. That's him.
Got a very thin head, isn't he? Good head of hair, though.
Okay. Underwater Menaces, Gary Russell Olsen of the Lagoon Monsters, dredging up his favourite aquatic event. I don't even know what the Lagoon Monsters is.
No, me neither.
I know. But this new Underwater Menace animation, I think, is going to be really anachronistically shit, right? Because I think just technology is outpacing it by the second. And they just look... again, after, what's the name? The Celestial Toymaker animation, they all look like, well, what are you wasting your time doing for? These weird blocky things.
I'd say this strange. I spent some time at Hooverville talking to Gary Russell, and I meant to ask him about that, and we ended up talking about old TV shows from the 70s instead. We were geeking out. Not nice guy, but he's done so much. It's difficult to know where to start with him.
It all kind of blurs together. Not interested in the Paternoster gang. So yeah, give that one a miss. And finally, this is the cover we want. It's time. So it's coming out November 9th.
Yeah.
Doctor Who at 60, double-sided poster. Captain Tate speaks out. And finally, we're going to know more.
And I bet that won't be the cover for that issue. I bet that'll be an exclusive brand new photo for the cover of the 60th anniversary edition of DWM.
I would like that. So Great cover over here. Look, I think the special effects for this are going to be. Well, I can see it. They're out this world. They are. I mean, that's an entirely digital creation, and you would never know it. It looks completely.
It's completely digital, is it? I assumed it was at least partly costume. Wow.
Well, no, because we saw the set photography, the location photography. It's basically just a guy in a leotard. I think it's entirely digital. I mean, I guess we'll find out. But like, yeah, and why not? They could. It's not hard to do whatsoever.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So there you go. That is the. I really need to do a review of Once and Future. Time Lord Immemorial. Real duffer of the first duffer of this series.
What a pity. What a pity when it's David Warner's final.
Exactly, and they really miss the mark in a lot of ways with it. It's very disappointing. You know, it's.
I'm up to the Colin Baker one now, so I've still got a couple before I catch up with you.
Oh, so you have the Seth McCoy is the best one thus far. Then
brilliant, absolutely very good. Brilliant.
And then I think the David Tennant one is also excellent. But you haven't got there yet. But you got like I find if I was going to rank them, it will be the David Tennant, followed by Seth McCoy, followed by the Tom Baker, followed by the Peter Davison, followed by the Colin Baker, and then the Eccleston Warner one at the bottom. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.